Now at 6, after last week's heavy rain, landslides are continuing to impact roads across our area. Which road closures you'll need to look out for and how to get around them, coming up in a live report. And later, a stunning act of heroism out of Washington as a fire battalion chief helps clear fallen trees and power lines out of the road for a woman who was in labor in the middle of a storm. We'll hear from them in just a few minutes. Plus,
and the Oscar goes to?
And the Oscar goes to?
And the Oscar goes to?
We're also recapping the biggest night in Hollywood, all the top wins and history-making moments from the 98th Oscars coming up as your news at Sunrise starts right now. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Matthew Herchick. Glad to have you with us on this Monday morning. China Green has the morning off, but Rod Hill and Chris McGinnis are standing by with a look at our weather and traffic, and it's going to be a much calmer start to the week, Rod.
Yeah, I don't have any huge headlines this week of concern. The biggest headline is it's going to be a nice week. We have temperatures mainly in the 60s in Portland starting today all the way into Friday. And when we get some rain, it'll be more gentle stuff than not for most of our region. Seaside live camera for you, 45 degrees, some breaks in the cloud cover. Here's the Vancouver, the Springs at the waterfront, overcast but dry, and it's 47. It's really comfortable out the door. So we have a dry day coming up, 7:21 sun up, 43 degrees on average outside, 55 degrees at noon, and we basically get increasing sunshine today. And we warm into the mid-60s by the time the kids get out of school. And we might end up in the upper 60s. Now, Chris, as you know, the warmest temperature PDX has had so far this year is 62. So you will feel the warmth today.
Feel spring. Come on, spring. All right, let's get you out the door with a live look at the freeway drive this morning. We're in pretty good shape out there. I-5 up near Columbia Boulevard. There's your southbound commute. Still zipping along just fine there. We'll take you over to I-5 and 12, and that looks good as well. And let's see, last but not least, door number 2 should take us over to the Banfield. That's out near Lloyd Center. Again, we're getting a few more cars on the road as we get deeper into our Monday morning drive, but we are still rolling along at a speed limit clip on the freeways. So in good shape for now. Matthew, back to you.
Chris, thank you very much. Right now, several streets in Portland remain closed this morning after landslides, trees, and power lines all fell during the heavy rainstorms last week. Devin Haskins is live this morning in Southwest Portland with a look at what's closed and the warning from city officials. Good morning, Devin.
Yeah, good morning, Matthew. Here we're near the OHSU campus. As you can see behind me, that road is closed, one of the many here in the city of Portland that are closed. We're at Southwest Markham Hill Road and Fairmount Boulevard, just up the street here. There is a landslide that has caused this road to be closed, and the city says it could be that way for some time. We want to show you a list of the several road closures that are here in Portland listed on PBOT's website. There are 5 closures related to down power lines, trees, and landslides all coming down. And here's a photo of the slide near OHSU. The city says the slide will require some additional work and stabilization and maybe an extended closure. And they say they're right now still in the assessment phase. Now, also in Southwest Portland, a landslide at Southwest 45th Drive between Garden Home Road and Taylor's Ferry has that road shut down. Crews cleared slide debris there, but city officials warned of a looming hazard above, saying that there's a crack in the hillside that moved the last week, and they worry that if more rain comes, it could move again. Again, the biggest concern, though, for city crews, beyond those landslides and any of the dangers that come with them, is these road closed signs. They put them up for a reason, and they're asking the drivers to obey those road closed signs, not drive by them for their safety, but also yours as a driver. Matthew?
Certainly good advice, Devin. Thank you very much. And people can now return to an RV park in Columbia County after floodwaters receded yesterday afternoon. Flooding at River's Edge RV Park in Clatskanie forced hundreds of people out on Saturday morning. Emergency officials say the rising waters were caused by the atmospheric river, breaking a 100-foot section of a levee around the Clatskanie River. And crews worked to rescue several teenage hikers in Lincoln County Saturday. North Lincoln Fire Rescue said they were called after a hiker slipped and fell down a steep cliff face in the God's Thumb area of Lincoln City. 2 other hikers stayed at the top of the cliff but weren't able to reach the one who fell. Witnesses who saw the fall helped guide first responders with the help of a Coast Guard helicopter. The hiker who fell was rescued and treated and then reunited with the other two. Meanwhile, in Washington, a fire battalion chief came to the rescue just in time. Fallen trees and power lines blocked a North Bend woman in labor from getting to the hospital Wednesday night. Every road was blocked, and the Eastside Fire and Rescue Battalion chief said he was the only first responder available. A North Bend utility crew helped out, cutting the power and clearing debris to open a path. He and the couple met in the middle on foot, then walked to the emergency vehicle.
There were probably a couple trees that were like 36 inches in diameter, so fairly large, robust trees. With her family's help and with our help, we were able to help kind of hoist her up over a couple, and she did, to her credit, she did the bulk of the work herself, so it was pretty amazing, to be honest with you.
Crazy night.
Incredible. The chief raced them to the hospital where the mom delivered a healthy baby boy. Meanwhile, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver attended the Blazers game against the Utah Jazz on Friday night after the Oregon legislature approved funds for the renovation of the Moda Center. Earlier this month, state lawmakers passed Senate Bill 1501, which gives the state joint ownership of the Moda Center with the city of Portland. It also provides a mechanism to secure $365 million for renovation of the 30-year-old building. During his visit, Silver met with local officials about the next steps, including Senator Ron Wyden, who said their meeting at the game was, quote, very positive.
I think he saw our spirit and saw that it's just a tremendous opportunity for the league as well as for us.
The Blazers have maintained that the arena needs to be renovated to attract big events like the NBA All-Star Game and future NCAA tournament games. The estimated total cost of the project is $600 million. And speaking of the Moda Center and the NCAA tournament, it's the site for the first and second rounds of March Madness. The first games are on Thursday with the 5th-seeded Wisconsin Badgers taking on the 12th-seed High Point. Then it'll be the 4th-seed Arkansas versus 13th-seeded Hawaii. Also on Thursday, Gonzaga is coming back as the number 3 seed against 14th-seeded Kennesaw State. And then BYU will face off against the winner between Texas and NC State. But the Cougars, they've got AJ Debonsa, who's on their team and projected to be one of the top picks in next year's NBA draft. Well, it is 6:07. Time to head over to Rod for a look at the forecast. Both of our teams made it in, Rod, so we've at least got one game to enjoy, I suppose.
Ohio State, University of Missouri,
Right.
maybe one game. I'll take the Zags over that. What is it? Kennesaw State,
Kennesaw
21
State,
and
yeah.
13.
Yeah,
I'll take the Zags. All right, here's a look at our satellite. Now this looks like the way today will not end up, if that makes sense. It shows a lot of clouds. It shows rain kind of offshore and some light showers up to our north. But during the day, check this out. Here we are at 1 o'clock on Futurecast. Thinning clouds come up from the south. The thick stuff stays off and pushes up to our north. And any rain chances close to us this morning will be gone. And we will be all dry with increasing sunshine. And today should easily become the warmest day of the year so far. What does that mean? Well, we've been up to 62. So that means we're going to easily be warmer than 62 this afternoon. Here's the Oregon Zoo camera up in the West Hills. A lot of sites not reporting temperatures this morning, but we have them, we're pretty sure. This map shows all kinds of temps. How about 46 in Beaverton, 46 in West Linn, 44 out in Happy Valley. We've got 44 in Salem and 44 down in Albany. So it's a comfortable start to our day. There's not much wind out there, and again, we're all dry. Here's the increasing map this afternoon sunshine-wise. And at 5 p.m., the models show our warmest temperatures. 73 in Bend, Albany 70, Eugene 73, Portland 66. I have us at 68 for a high. Again, the warmest of the year so far. Similar temperatures along the Columbia out to the Dalles, and 64 out in Pendleton. Really nice day coming up. We'll call it becoming sunny, 68. St. Patty's Day, the chance of some showers. But both Tuesday and Wednesday, maybe we get a period of somewhat weather. We had that yesterday. Maybe the rain holds off to our north. Bigger story to me is the 60-degree highs all the way into Friday, and that's your forecast.